Welcome back to Love Speaks. For those of you that don't know, I am Hannah Riches, and this is my beautiful husband,
Jordan Riches.
Alright, we gotta do it again.
Keep that in there. Let's keep this thing going and flowing. We real. This is real love, and this is Love Speaks.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna keep it in there then. So, what are we gonna be talking about on this chapter of Love Stories?
So, on this chapter of Love Stories,
Yeah.
we got something good for y'all. We're gonna be talking about the
Red flags
in a relationship.
Yes. So I seen something going around on social media where people were talking about red flags, and I thought it'd be interesting to give a little insight on red flags that I may have, he may have, and give you guys the option to leave your comments below and let us know things that you guys think are red flags, or if you agree or disagree with our red flags.
I don't got no red flags. We talking about other people's red flags.
No, I think that everybody has a red flag. If you are interested in somebody and something happens or you see something, that's a red flag. It's nothing that a woman could do or you could see that would be considered a red flag.
Alright, this gonna be a good spicy conversation tonight,
yes,
because
during the dating process.
We already got some strong feelings for this, so let's get into it.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. He turned up.
No, I want you to go into it. So, what about the red flags do you want to bring out?
Well, how about this then? I'll give one of mine and you give one of yours. We go back and forth like that. Because I'm interested to hear what the energy you have behind it was on the table. I feel like I know we've been together 9 years, so I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. But I would say my first red flag would be how he talks about his ex and how he talks about other females just in his life. Even if it's a baby mama or his mother, any females in his life, however he speaks about them, that is kind of a make or break thing, because especially if it's a female he's related to or his ex, if he dogs her out, I look at that as an indication of how you view females and how I will in turn meet you, because I see it like when you first meet somebody, you meet in their representative. So it's like little things like that kind of give you insight to who you really are in the dark days. Because everybody know in relationships the dark days gonna come. So it's like if you call her a B or she this, or you hate her, you wish she would die, just things like that, that is a huge red flag, because one day I may do something and you may have the same energy, you know?
Okay, so I see where you're going with this. I thought you were talking about red flag between me and you personally.
No, I'm saying red flags during the dating process.
Okay, so during the dating process, so you say the red flags is somebody talking about their ex.
That's one of my red flags.
Okay, I can
because I need to know how you're going to treat a female.
So what would be a red flag if somebody talk about their ex? Because obviously if they're an ex, they may have, some people are on good terms with their ex, they break up on good terms, but a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, in our generation, a lot of people, when they get exes, they breaking up on bad terms. So when they speak about them, it's automatically going to be some type of ill, some type of something was bad doing. So what is some examples you could give about red flags?
And that's what I was going to say. So, I don't think that I've ever had, well, actually, I don't think none of my relationships before my husband ever ended on bad terms. But, and you can attest to this, those relationships were horrible. I'm not going to go into it because that's in the past. They don't matter at all. But there were horrible relationships, and I've never once called any of the men out of their name. I've never once wished death on them. I've actually done the opposite. You know, I've actually said, I would hope that throughout these years of me growing and falling in love, that they've grown and become better people just for the earth in general. I don't want a bunch of dead men walking around, and I mean dead spiritually, not physically. You know, that's no good for nobody. I'm raising daughters and sons in this, and it's like the more good people out here, the more good energy you pour out, that's the better energy they're going to come in contact with. That's how I view it. So I always say, I don't speak like that about nobody. You know, whether it's in my family, men do things in my family I disagree with, and the men in my past did things, and I never speak down. So I feel like if a man has so much hatred in his heart where he speaks ill on a female, that's inside of him. That's a character flaw.
But what if it's because she hurting him?
I've been hurt. I've been hurt.
Yeah, but just because you express your hurt doesn't necessarily mean you're being disrespectful. You just expressing your truth and your hurt that you have.
You're right. But that's what I'm saying my red flag is. I'm saying my red flag is a man that does disrespect females.
Okay, so a man that disrespects his ex.
So we having a conversation, right? Just to be clear, we having a conversation and he starts to speak about his ex in a negative way, meaning like, of course he's entitled to his feelings. I'm not crazy, but he starts to call her out her name and wish death on her. Even his mother or women in his family, he like, oh, they this, or just to see, like, you can kind of see a glimpse of how somebody view a woman just on how they treat their mother, even if they never call her a name. If she's not a priority or they deal with her any kind of way, it's going to be worse for you because he dealing with her a little bit better than what he going to deal with you. So if he treating her in a way that you don't agree with, it's going to be worse in the way he treats you. That's how I view it.
And that's real. That's real. I can definitely see that. So I can see that being a red flag. Me, my red flag wouldn't necessarily be that definitely is red flag how they speak on their ex. But me personally, just because somebody disrespect their ex, sometimes they might have perfectly good reason to disrespect their ex. Sometimes their ex may have been the devil in the flesh. And they just express themselves. So it's all in context. But for me, red flags will come with, the first one is presentation.
What that mean?
So how a woman carries herself, you know, how she actually dress and looks. Because as a man, you know, a woman that carries herself and looks a certain type of way is going to tell you a lot about herself. Like, for instance, and when I say the way she looked, it don't necessarily just mean her physical appearance. So it'd be better if I just say just everything she comes with, how she presents herself. If I get in a car, and the car junky as hell, there's stuff all over the seat, it's stuff all on the floor, it's bottles and trash and candy wrappers. That's a red flag. She might look good and be fresh to death. Y'all meet for the first date. She fresh to death. She looking good, but you hop on the whip and you got to move trash out the way. And it ain't just trash like this paper, like it's work. It's trash. McDonald's bags, Skittle bags, M&M bags, Mountain Dew bottles. It's like, I don't even want to sit in the car. Red flag. Get the referee. Somebody pull a flag. Technical foul on the play. Technical foul. Because she's trifling. She's trifling.
So you saying that's an indication of how she treats herself?
That's for me. Yeah, personally, for me, cleanliness is a huge thing. So everybody else, of course, everybody look for different things. So everybody red flags is going to be different things. But if a person don't keep their self clean and their space clean, that's a red flag. Even before you get to know the personality. Because somebody like me, myself, I want somebody that's clean, that's organized, that got a sense of responsibility. If they just extra dirty and then they don't care, they see you and they just don't care, it's like, come on, dog. It's like, you could have cleaned out the car and then let me find out on a later date that you was dirty. You just let me know on the first date that this how you coming. And it could be for women looking at a man too. You hop in a man car and his car dirty. And that don't mean he's a bad person. That don't mean he's just dirty and trifling. But nonetheless, that's something that I would call a red flag on the play. Because you gotta notice these things because they like this, you know, why you want to get in a relationship with them? You know, what is they about to do to your life? And you already see the first look you got at their life is just junky and dirty. Hygiene, cleanliness, that's a big thing. So if they ain't good on hygiene and cleanliness, and not good on responsibility, and not good on self-care, and don't love themselves, red flag.
Okay, so I think we pretty much got the gist for that. So I think that was good. So it was something. I want to move into the main topic now. So it was a topic that you wanted to discuss. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell us about it, and we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, so topic I want to talk about was being in a serious relationship. We hear this term all the time. I want a serious relationship. I'm in a serious relationship. But what exactly is a serious relationship? Because that word serious holds weight. So what does it imply when it comes to serious relationship? And of course, everybody, their relationship run by their own rules. Everybody different. Everybody expect different things. But nonetheless, I believe that it's certain things that if you're saying it's serious, what are you looking for? So, just to start it off, I'll give an example and then you can tell me what you think. So, one of the first things is a serious relationship implies that I'm seriously dedicated and committed to you to the point of I eventually want to marry you. I want to be with you. Even if you got different beliefs and you ain't into marriage or anything, but it's something of I'm committed to this person. I want to be with this person and only this person. It's a serious relationship. And there's other layers to seriousness, but right now we just deal with this one part. Seriousness as far as I want to be with you and only you. What does that imply? And how is it different from just, being single and just mingling, just having fun? Because me, when it's serious, it's like you're cutting off everybody else, whether you're in the dating stage or in the relationship stage already. It's like, it's serious. It's like, boom, I want a serious relationship with you. I'm about to be fully committed and I want to be with you.
I think that my views on a serious relationship has drastically changed from the way that I went about being in my relationship. Meaning, like, when I originally thought a serious relationship was, I thought that we had to live together and be together. So I did want him to move in with me soon. And now that I'm older, I think that that's not a good thing. I think that it's good to live apart. Honestly, I think that I go back and forth because I do think even when you're in a serious relationship, you get to know somebody in hopes of one day marrying this person if you were truly serious. And the best way to get to know somebody is to live with them because it's two different sides, right? Because even how he's saying about the dirty stuff, somebody's car could be clean, they could be clean, but their house could be filthy. Or they can only clean up when you come. It's just certain things, certain habits and stuff you only know when you live with somebody. And you don't want to learn that after marriage. But I do always feel like certain things you should just wait for. So I'm saying that to say, like, looking back on it, I probably wouldn't have moved in together, at least as soon as I did, even though in a serious relationship. And I think I wouldn't have put so much emphasis on me having to know every little thing. I think it was like coming from a guarded place. I just wanted to like shield everything. But I think the more free spirit things are and the more natural they flow and not be forced, I believe the more genuine the connection can become and the more you can genuinely get to know this person. Because it's like, it's no fear. Everything is cool, it's relaxed. I'm not blowing up. You can let your guard down around me, and then it's like you don't have to have your representative on every time we're around each other. I can truly get to know you because now you see me as a safe place.
I definitely feel that. And then you talking personal about, us moving in, we wouldn't move in. I guess I'll just piggyback off of that. Mm-hmm. So my views as far as serious relationship from a personal standpoint of how we did things, it was serious, meaning I only wanted to be with her and I wanted to make sure she was serious about only dealing with me. Mm-hmm. So we cut off all opposite sex that we were dealing with. So it wasn't no, I was still talking to exes in the past. I was still talking to other girls. They still had my number, could text me. It was so serious, and it was her idea that we actually changed our phone numbers when we first got in the relationship. That was one of the first clauses of the relationship. Of we want to be together. Alright, we want to be together, and we let it be known this is serious. I really want to be with you. Let's change our numbers so we know for sure nobody from the past, nobody else that you was talking to is still up in this thing. It was, I want to be serious that you only want to talk to me, I only want to talk to you. And just by that gesture alone of her changing her cell phone number, me changing my cell phone number was an indicator of I'm serious. Now, of course, you got cheaters and people who can still get their numbers, and you got social media and all that. But nonetheless, the gesture itself is a prover, indicator of I'm serious about this relationship. So
okay, I think I just gotta jump in really fast. So to touch on what he just said, because he kind of glazed over it. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. I think that is, unless it's a situation like ours. So basically what I want to say about that is that the reason why I did that was I used to have a lot of phone calls. So my phone would be ringing at 3, 4 in the morning, and it was like, even if I told these people to stop calling, like, these are grown people, you can't make them do anything. So I knew that I had to change my phone number, and I knew that the friends that I had were interested in me and being more, but I wasn't interested. So because I was so serious with him, I went into it knowing that these friendships could not carry on and me be respectful to him. So that's what it was. But I wouldn't suggest, if you do have, like, there is people that have the opposite sex best friend, and I'm not saying, like, if they don't cut this person off, or you want them to cut that person off and they don't, then that's an indicator they're not serious, because sometimes these friends can become family, and that's like, if somebody asks me to be with me, you gotta cut your mama off, I would probably say no too. So I would say it just depends on the situation. But in my situation, I knew that this was it, and I wanted to be 100% respectful. So I told him coming into it, these phone calls won't stop at 3 in the morning, but I don't want you to think I'm cheating on you, because they'll never stop. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. And with that, I want to ask you, so why, because you just went over a little, they could be family. But if they family, let's just treat them like they is family. They are family. Mm-hmm. So I'm not talking about the family. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about your hoes, your side people, the people you flirting with, messing with. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you recommend to change your number? If y'all want to be in a serious relationship, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious about you. I want to be with you. You want to be with me. We want to start something serious. But you getting called all middle of the night, all of this. Why wouldn't you recommend, let's start this thing fresh? Because that's a sign of this thing is serious. I'm cutting off and stopping communication with everybody else. My mind is set on, look, I want to be with you. All my family, the people who's family, I'm going to get them my new number. But the people who I was flirting with and who I was hollering at, they not. So you saying that you would say, let them keep everybody.
Okay, so in my situation, the people I was dealing with was some wild people, I would say, because in today's day and age, you could probably talk to somebody and get them to stop calling you. But those people,
it's the same day and age.
You think so? I think those people that I was talking to were older people, and it was kind of like, no matter what I said, they wouldn't stop, because even when I stopped,
why would you recommend? Because it could be somebody in that same position.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I was saying why I did it. I was just saying that if somebody is not willing to take that step, that doesn't mean that they're not serious.
It don't mean that. It's what do you recommend?
I would say if you're not in my situation, I said if you're not in my situation, you don't have to do it.
No, if you is in
my situation,
you got people that's talking. You got a bunch of people that you're talking to.
Okay.
And now you want to be in a serious relationship with one person. You saying, I only want to talk to this one person and be in a relationship with this one person. You gonna keep the open access, everybody else, all your exes, all the people you was flirting with,
I mean, but
all the side pieces, they still holler at you.
we have to be realistic.
And if they said, "Hey, change your number. I want to," it's a serious relationship, or are we still or are you not taking it serious?
I think
you want to keep open access for everybody.
No, I don't think it's open access. I think that we have to be realistic. It's people that move into marriages and faithful relationships that has never changed their numbers. Some people are able to make a clean break from that life and have the same phone number. I'm saying that this is something that does not represent how serious a person is if they choose not to. They still may be just as serious as you, but this is just, they might show it in different ways. I chose to show it in this way, but in reality, I probably could have made a cleaner break by being more firm with those people, and I didn't have to change my number, but I just choose to take the easier way, and and I wanted him to change his number.
So that's what it's really about. She wanted me to change my number. It wasn't that she didn't. So basically, she's saying you didn't necessarily have to cut off all of your people, and it wouldn't matter.
No, I'm saying
you wanted me to cut off my people.
The original thought of even changing numbers came from, we were together one night, and it's just a little bit of backstory. I'm gonna keep it short, but we were together one night, and it was 3 a.m. My phone kept vibrating. Every time I would go around him, I don't know if you knew this, but I would always put my phone on vibrate because my phone would just ring all day. And a lot of these numbers wasn't saved or anything. This is before the scam calling and all of that. Like, that wasn't even around back then. But my phone would just ring all day. So every time I would go around him, I would always make sure to put my phone on vibrate. And I just thought to myself, whereas like one day, like I'm getting serious about him, and one day he may think I'm cheating because I was getting text messages. I was getting all kind of voice messages at random.
So what if it's somebody else? It's going to be the same thing. Because people don't respect relationships. Because I know when I was single, I holler at a girl and she say, "I got a boyfriend." I say, "So?" And as long as she don't care, I don't care. It only matters if she cares and stop. But the initial person, they don't care. They don't have to respect your relationship. They're going to try and just do them and just shoot their shots. So that's why I say my just personal opinion. And like I said, everybody do what they want to do. Changing the number ain't something that most people do. But we talking about a serious relationship. Serious relationship, I feel like when you want to be serious, it's good for a clean slate. Clean start. The people who need your number that are just genuine friends, genuine family, genuine associates for whatever business you may have, they can get your new number. Or you could do the thing of blocking your number from other people that had it. But cutting them off is a gesture of, I'm seriously about you. The line of other people having me ain't here no more. But that's just me personally, you know, because I can only speak from my own personal point of view.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. So now that you've said that, I kind of want to segue into what are some of the things that you could look for in, as far as like things that people could be doing to show you that they are serious. Like, say if you dating somebody, or you can even use me for example, since we are married, things that I was doing or things that I was showing you to know that I'm somebody you can take serious and that I am serious.
One of the first things is changing your number.
Okay.
That was a gesture that showed she's serious, because now she's cut off communication with all other people she was talking to prior before meeting me. Mm-hmm. And when we said we want to be with each other and be exclusive, I don't got to worry about her ex still hitting her, this dude still hitting her, this person still hitting her. She didn't change her number. They can't hit her up. So that's one sign of this person is in a serious relationship. Another sign of a serious relationship is symbols of trust. So one example of a symbol of trust for me personally is being able to go through each other's phone. And not necessarily, and I might have said that wrong, not necessarily go through each other's phone, like let me see your phone, I want to go through it. but it's not hidden from me. It's not, oh, they can't even have it. It's to the point of, boom, I can leave my phone right here, go to the bathroom, boom, a text message pop up. It don't matter, she's right there, like, it's all good. My phone can ring, she can see who it is, and be, hey, babe, your mom calling. And I could tell her, hey, pick it up, or, all right, it's cool, don't pick it up, or whatever. But it ain't just to the point of, I'm going to the bathroom, I got to take my phone with me. It's like, it's little things like that. Because a serious relationship, in my mind, is symbolizing we want to be serious. I want to be with you forever, for the long term. So if I want to be with you for the long term, trust ain't necessarily something that's got to be built like we're going to get it one day. It's kind of to the point of, by the time I realize I want to be in a serious relationship with you, and we start in a serious relationship, it's already to the point of this trust is starting now. And yes, it's a gamble. People could break the trust and do all types of stuff, cheat, do whatever, because there's a level of vulnerability. If you're going to be in a serious relationship, you got to know that it's a chance you may get hurt. You may get your heart broken.
Now, I want to ask you this really quick. So, in today's time, just the way the world is, do you think that it's a reasonable request to even ask somebody to change? Because honestly, I think that the way the world is today, that is an unreasonable request. To ask somebody, to go to somebody and say, we in this relationship, I want you to change your number. I think that if they say no, then it's a high probability that they will say no just because of the time we're living in.
Yeah, this is the time we're living in. And,
is that a reasonable request as far as, I want to know that you're serious, can you change your number? If they say no, is that something that's, you know what I'm saying?
And it's somewhere I can understand why somebody would say no, like, I'm not changing my number just for you, like, a lot of people got my number, it's this, that, and third, like, this is my number, like, boom, just trust me, it is what it is. That's why I say it wasn't necessarily a necessity, it was more of it's a gesture showing I'm serious about this relationship. And it was more of, this is a gesture showing how serious I am. Right. You can still be serious and have the same number though.
Right.
But the changing number is just more of a gesture showing, because the other person gonna have to know 100%, like, damn, okay, this person changed their number, like, nobody else got their number. I don't gotta worry about no calls, no text from nobody. It's like, and if I do see any calls or texts, it's like, I know it, like, it's something new since I've been here. So, it's all based on standards and how y'all feel amongst each other. The different people got different insecurities and things that make them feel certain type of ways. So, that's a personal thing, but, you don't have to change your number to be in a serious relationship. It's just a gesture. Because, what you about to say?
No, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Because another thing that we did for a serious relationship, like say, one was, boom, change our phone numbers. That was one thing we showed that we were serious, so we wouldn't talk to each other. She's saying it was just because people call her phone, but a real big issue that popped up that was serious was a female friend of mine was calling me and still cool with me, and she didn't like that.
No, I didn't.
That was one of the issues. I never tripped over people calling her phone. I didn't give a damn. Like, it didn't matter to me. It was like, you and me, like, you either gonna talk to them or not. Like, it don't matter that they call and they come after you. It's how you respond to them. I didn't care. I was, secure myself. I wasn't tripping over, damn, people calling you, you calling somebody else, or you talking to them still. Like, I didn't care. It came into play when a woman called me, and it was just a friend. But at the end of the day, I understood the level of friendship that I had with this person. It wasn't just family. It's been with me since I was young. It's like a sister, it's not there. It's just, it was a friend. It was a homie, And
she liked you?
It wasn't necessarily she liked me, but it's very possible that could have messed around one day. Like, it wasn't off the table, you know, because our friendship had started because I hollered at her, you know, and we just didn't jump in no relationship. We just stayed friends, but it was something that, you know, could have been up in the air. But at the time, it was just friendship. But nonetheless, I knew I'm serious about this. And if you as serious as me, because I'm so serious, like, I take it to the extremes. A lot of people don't take things to the extreme. And I don't just recommend people take things to the extreme, but this is my personality. And I'm extreme. It's boom. I want to be with you and only you. I want you to be with me and only me. Boom. It was her idea to change phone numbers so we can cut off all opposite sex, you know, and then just re-give our numbers to people who needed it. And I was down with that because right when she said it, it showed me that, okay, it's a level of seriousness in her. I can see how serious she's taking this relationship. So certain things that you could do that show signs of how serious you are. And like I said, I could have denied it, but I was just as serious. And I said, I like that. You know, I want to be just as serious too. So boom, this somewhere I'm feeling her. She could be the one. I'll cut off all my other women for you. I'll change my number and I don't got to talk to them ever again. Because that's going to prove to you that I'm serious about this. Okay. And it don't necessarily mean if I didn't change my number I wasn't serious, but like I say, it's a gesture.
So I say one of the main things, going back to the original thing of how you know that you're in a serious relationship or that this is somebody that you can be in a serious relationship with, would be if this person always has your back. It was never a time that I could call him and he wouldn't be there for me or try to make a way to be there for me. And if he couldn't, it was to the point where it was like he would at least stay on the phone with me and make sure that everything was okay and do whatever he could, you know, to help. So that just meant a lot to me because when picking a partner to start your life journey with, you want to pick somebody that got your back because life gets hard. And just even knowing that you have somebody in your corner will take you leaps and bounds further than knowing that you have somebody there, but they're not in your corner. That's very detrimental to me for your mental health and everything. Like it's almost better to be single, you know, because then you got it in your mind that I got to get it out the mud. But having somebody there basically dragging you down mentally, because we know for success, to raise a child, to be in a healthy relationship, your mental have to be right. So I think that's the main thing is, can you count on this person as a friend first? Because I think the way to find a lasting relationship and somebody you can spend the rest of your life with is to first be friends. If you can't laugh with this person, if he don't got your back, if y'all don't genuinely enjoy each other's company, then you gonna look up one day and be sick of him. You know what I'm saying? Because the sex wear off, the looks wear off, people gain weight, lose hair, lose teeth. You know, it gotta be, I genuinely want to be around you and I enjoy your company. You're genuinely my friend. If I have a hard day, I can come in and talk to you. You're a shoulder to cry on. If I need financial help, if I need physical help, if I get sick, can I count on you to be there for me? You know, women go through pregnancies and all different type of life things that can deem you, you know, needing this person to be there. So I just think that's the main thing is, do this person have your back? And I think from there, and do you enjoy their company? And, you know, is this person, you know, your equal as far as like mentally and everything else? I think from there, you can pretty much grow into everything else.
Yeah, you definitely can. Because having each other back, one of the main things when having each other back comes with money and finances. How you able to hold somebody down. Because that's a serious matter. In every relationship, and a personal relationship, just for yourself, money is a serious issue. We all live with money. Everybody, no matter how you live, what you do, who you are, where you at, everybody deals with money to some extent, and that's a serious issue. So when it comes to money, how do you deal with these serious problems? So with me and my wife personally, we was young when we got together. We was 20. So I feel like it was easier for us because we was younger. So it was easier to be just more serious and dedicated. When you older, you like 30 and you just not about to be, things might be a little bit different, the way you do things. So I understand that 100%. But me, I say, serious to me and serious to somebody else could be two different things. Serious to me is 100% we in this thing. It's like it's me and you. It's serious. If I get my heart broke or you cheat or you betray me, you lie, that just is what it is. But I'm coming into it serious, meaning it's a level of vulnerability that I have because I'm serious about this. Boom, this is what it is. I want to be with you, so I'm dealing with it as we are one. I'm serious about being one. If that person break your trust, they break your trust. But something I was serious about us that many folks might not do, and this don't make it your relationship serious or not serious, but when it came to money, we had a joint bank account. We got a joint bank account. And my check got deposited into our joint bank account. The first check that I had was what, $1,200.
Yeah, my checks got deposited in there too, and that's a big trust thing because although our situation was 100% different from everybody else, because I say that because we was truck driving together, so we was 24 hours together, so I didn't have to worry about him running off with the money or getting off work and my house cleared out and the money is gone because
you do have to worry about that.
We was always together. I did, but I'm saying in our situation, I didn't have that fear. Because we was 24/7 together. Like, we just gonna leave me at the truck stop?
We just trusted each other. But before that happened, it's like, me and you moved in together. We had a joint bank account. I could have emptied out your bank account and left.
That's true. That is true.
So, it's just a serious thing of, this is a serious matter. She just showing that she trusts me, and the only reason she trusts me is, are we together 24/7 is out there, but that's because we took this serious, and it was so serious that we trusted each other because we came in it so serious, and it was like, boom, it's just all online. It's like, boom, that's what it is.
But I wouldn't even recommend something like that until after you marry, honestly, because we are just living in a different time where people are conning people for longer periods of times. Because I remember I used to think like somebody can only be fake or be a certain way for so long, but it's men and women that can be a con artist and be putting on a persona for years. So I would say even in marriage, it's not always promised that bad things won't happen when doing that. And if you never take that step, it don't make your relationship lesser than another relationship. But I would just say to be 100%, because when it comes to splitting that money too, if it's somebody that you're not married to, it just seems like it's a very shaky situation. And you just never know what may happen, what they feel like they're entitled to, or you end up losing more. Like, you just don't know. So I would say I wouldn't recommend that now until after you're married. Would you?
At the end of the day, the thing that I would recommend is discussing finances. Because just money is just important, and that's a serious issue. So if you want a serious relationship, money is serious. How do you deal with the money? If y'all in a serious relationship, and this is why I say, me, when it comes serious with me, it's extreme. It's we won. It's serious. I'm taking it serious as we won. So it's different from how everybody else might see it, but I'm looking at it as this is serious. When it comes to money, I expect you to have my back with the money. Even if it ain't, we got a joint account per se, but nonetheless, money is a serious issue. So it's like, how is the money dealt with? Is you gonna help me when I need some money? Am I gonna help you when you need some money? Am I stingy with the money? Do I want to put tabs on you and talk about, you pay me back, I did this time, that, and third? It's like, how serious is y'all relationship? What is y'all, standard of living? How do y'all want to live? if you serious about this woman and you like, boom, we in a serious relationship, this is my woman, she need help, you pay it, you want that money back? You know, can she ask you for money? Or is it, damn, she a gold digger? She asked me for money, damn, hell no, I don't got it. It's like y'all in a serious relationship.
But
so to everybody that means something different. But for me, it's serious. It's like I say, things for me was extreme. It was all in. I didn't even have no boundaries or anything. It was 100%. We won. Our lives is one. I don't got nothing to hide. Nothing. Period. We won. That's why I was like, change my number. Wasn't no thing. Boom. We living together. Ain't no thing. Our bank account. Boom. Whatever money I'm getting. Like I say, my first check deposit in our joint account was $1,200, and that might not seem like a lot of sum, but to others, it's like they know like that's a large lump sum just of one check coming in an account, you know, just one paycheck, and it's like
to trust somebody with, too.
Yeah, to trust somebody with, because it don't necessarily got to be to the point of they about to run and steal it. It could just be they irresponsible and they spending it on other stuff besides priorities and bills that need to be paid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how serious are you about this relationship? You know, and I say a lot of things that show gestures of how serious you could be.
Right. Yes.
But trust is a big thing when it comes to the seriousness thing.
I agree. I think the main thing, like you were saying, the first step to building trust and knowing if the relationship is serious is, in this day and age, most definitely the phone situation. Just the way a person moves with their phone will tell you a lot about them, and you don't want to judge that too soon, because if y'all not both on the same mind frame as far as how serious the relationship is, then it could be misunderstood, and you don't want to mess up something that's good over something small, you know, because to me, a phone is a small thing, but I was dating in a later time, you know, so it was different. But now I do understand that it's very important. People want that privacy. Some married people don't even want to share their phone because they feel like that's their private possession. And everybody got the right to feel how they feel, but it just helped build trust faster, because whenever you have something that I can't be a part of, or I can't touch or can't see, automatically all my attention wants that now. So you just X all of that out when you just make it clear that, okay, I do have a lock, but you can have the code. And you can even set up boundaries. I don't want you constantly going through my phone every day. But if you feel the need to pick it up or make a call or whatever it's gonna be, that's fine. You know?
Take my phone and go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
If you need it, because your phone's dead and it's on charger. Boom, take my phone. So a good thing would be to define what is serious. Mm-hmm. You know, so what is serious for you? Because serious for me, like I say, I'm all in. Serious means I'm seriously committed. I'm seriously knowing I'm one with this person. So it's like a lot of things is extreme with me, where it's like, oh, I'm serious. I'm not here to play no games at all. You know, so my relationship manifested to the point of I got everything that I needed. I pick up a phone whenever I want to. Ain't no password on there. It's not there. And if it is, I know the password. You know, she pick up my phone when she needs to. We got shared bank accounts, separate bank accounts, but we got access to all of them together. I know how much money she got. She know how much money I got. She want to spend anything, she can spend anything. It's like, I'm not tripping because this thing is serious. And serious for me mean we are seriously one. Somebody else, y'all might be seriously something else. So it's like setting it up as what are we serious about. And it might just be we seriously committed to each other. Where that's just it. Like, for me personally, it was we seriously won. I want a relationship where like we won for real, like best friend type stuff. Like No, nothing hidden, nothing. Oh, this is mine. No, we won. I'm serious about this thing.
Yes. So I think that pretty much sums it up. So if this is your first time tuning in, at the end of our videos, we like to leave you guys with a love song or a song that we've been listening to just to share with you guys. So I'm gonna let you go first.
My first song, I said this in the last video, but it's Addicted by Cisco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm addicted to loving you. You know, that's how I feel. I'm addicted. The way he sing on that song, man, he be singing this little solo. Singing this little heart out. Singers don't be singing like that no more. He hitting all the high notes and everything. He's like, I feel it. I feel it. So, Addicted by Cisco. Great love song. Check it out. Drop a comment below if y'all rock with the song. What song you like?
I am gonna go with the song by Lettucey. It's called Anything for You. I just discovered this song I think last week, and I added it to my playlist, and I've been playing it almost daily. I love it. It's a song that kind of just gets you in a lovey mood, and it's like if you are single, it'll kind of put you in that mood where you can daydream about. You know how those women do, where it's like, oh, it's gonna be like this, and he gonna be there. Like it kind of puts you in that mind because she basically just talking about she'd do anything for this person. She really loves them, and how passionate her love is for them. And just when you think about love, it kind of encompasses that in that song. So I think it's a really good song. If you end up checking it out, let me know what you think. If you've made it to this point in the video, make sure you subscribe because we're dropping videos weekly. So this is our second episode. The podcast will come out every Friday, and we will be dropping weekly videos for me and for him. Mine will be called The Mind of a Woman, and if he drops a video, it will be called The Mind of a Man. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. When you get any questions, we'll answer them at the beginning of the next video. And I think that's pretty much it. You got anything to say?
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate all the comments. We always down at the comments reading. We're going to be very interactive. Try to get back with everybody that we can.
Mm-hmm.
And then if y'all got anything y'all want to hear us talk about, drop a comment. We'll definitely discuss it.
We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers too. So if you could just help us out by hitting that like button and subscribing, that would be great. And I also want to do subscriber shout outs. So if you subscribe and it is public, we will definitely be shouting you out. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So I don't know what that giveaway is going to be yet. It could be a gift. It could be cash. We don't know yet. But like I said, if you want to be entered in that, all you got to do is subscribe and leave a comment. And we will be letting you know once we get to that point. But again, thank you. And until the next one, peace.